Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk new celebrities and hot topics. I'm super excited because we have a lot to go over today. All right, so yes, I got on my jacket, y'all. It's cold in Atlanta. Why y'all ain't tell me it was gonna be this damn cold? Child, I haven't left the house in like 2 weeks, so I don't know what it be feeling like outside. Okay, so listen, we have a lot to talk about. I want to get into some things when it comes to Blac Chyna. I haven't spoken on Blac Chyna probably since she lost that damn lawsuit. She sued the Kardashians for like $110 million and lost it like a dummy. Blac Chyna, I just kind of feel like she is a menace to society and she deserves discipline for what she's doing to these folks out here in the streets. We got to get into some things. Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee, you guys have been wanting me to talk about this, and I've been meaning to talk about this for like 5 days now, but I have not really been busy with the YouTube videos because I have just been going through personal stuff, okay? Stuff that just make you like not want to work, okay? Yeah. But I'm going to get my opinion on that, and I'm not going to go through all the nooks and crannies and the details. You have to watch Armand's video for that. You got to watch Jason Lee's video for that. You got to watch the other people's who was doing the commentary on that, so we're not going to get into all that, okay? I'm going to just let you guys know how I feel, and I'm going to say what I want to say, and y'all going to listen or you're not. All right? But happy Friday. All right, so yeah, I think we're going to start off with Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna... You know, remember when a couple of months ago, I don't know if it was this year or if it was last year sometime, but it was recent. Within the last, I'll say year and a half, there was a situation where Blac Chyna was at like a hotel and like, I think there was like a guy friend outside of her hotel room and he was recording claiming that he had, or that Blac Chyna, okay, the friend was claiming that Blac Chyna had his friend in her hotel room holding her hostage or kidnapping her or something to that effect. Let me see if I can find that. Let's do some, this was, okay, last year, December of last year. So almost a year ago. Can y'all see that? Blac Chyna under investigation after being accused of holding woman hostage in a hotel room. And this hit the blogs and whatnot. And there was a video on it. I don't have the video, but it hit the blogs. And it kind of hit the blogs and then it disappeared, which is crazy because she's like a popular person. She's a popular person being accused of holding someone hostage. And this isn't the first time we've heard some weird shit about Blac Chyna. Sis is weird as hell. So the fact that it hit the blogs and then just disappeared from the internet was a little bit strange to me. But according to Complex, Blac Chyna is now the subject of a criminal investigation. According to The Sun, the 33-year-old reality TV star has been accused of holding a woman hostage at a Sacramento hotel last month. The alleged incident occurred November 27th at the Sheraton Grand Hotel, where Chyna had invited a group of people back to her room for a party. Attendee Ron Knighton told the outlet everyone was having a good time. That is until Chyna abruptly became aggressive toward his friend, right? And so eventually, I think she let the girl go and it was a whole situation. And then the guy released the footages to the internets and then the blogs picked it up and then we never heard about this again. So I don't know what the conclusion of this criminal investigation was. I never heard of it again. Really. All right. And then last time Blac Chyna was in the news, she was, of course, suing the Kardashians. So what happened to that? Y'all, let's do some investigations. What happened to that? Now, in today's time, I was scrolling and trolling last night. Okay. I was in my moods. I was supposed to do a video, but I was in one of my moods. And so I said, fuck that. Let me get on TikTok. TikTok is like my therapy. And I need to get an actual therapist. Okay, so if you have any recommendations, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, you know, send me your recommendations for therapists because, baby, at this point, TikTok is social media. So, of course, I'm on TikTok scrolling and trolling, and I find this woman by the name of Ava Louise. Now, let me show you guys Ava Louise. Maybe I can't. I mean, her pictures are a little bit explicit. She has 421,000 followers on Instagram, and I would click her pictures, but I mean, she has titties and ass hanging out, so I really can't do all that. All right. So I'm assuming that this girl is like a OnlyFans adult content creator on the verge of like porn. Almost, you can see that she has an OnlyFans, right? World's famous or world's favorite menace. Oh, like Blac Chyna. Notoriously slutty. Yeah, okay. Here's an archive of my content recycled from Ava Louise VIP. Higher priced and not as new. Don't be lame. Hit me up on my VIP account for more me. More free. Okay. So, oh, this is a free OnlyFans. Should I subscribe to it? No, I'm good. She's one of those girls. She does adult content. So I ran across her TikTok the other day. And you guys, it was scary. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it. Here's part 1.
Blac Chyna held me hostage, and I'm pretty sure she was trying to sex traffic me. I don't have time to go into the details, but Chyna and I met on Instagram. As you can see, we were DMing. I ended up sending her my number. She FaceTimed me at 3 a.m. LA time. My best friend, Alex Marker, was on the FaceTime call as well. As you can see, Blac Chyna follows my best friend, Alex Marker, on Instagram. So while Chyna was FaceTiming with me and Alex, she invited me over to her house at 4 a.m. In hindsight, going to Blac Chyna's house at 4 a.m. was probably stupid, but I'm me. I love a good adventure, and come on, who's gonna turn down going to Blac Chyna's house and meeting Dream Kardashian? Long story short, I get there, I have to sign an NDA, but this NDA was unlike any other NDA I've ever signed in my life. I had to put down all kinds of identifying features about myself on this NDA, like my eye color, my hair color, my height, what I was wearing. I was like, okay, this is really strange. Right after I signed the NDA is when Chyna very intimidatingly said, all the stories you read about me kidnapping people are true. Now, I've never seen any stories about Chyna kidnapping people. I read them after this happened to me. I got a gut feeling I was in danger, but there was nothing I could do because I was in a gated home.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? She is claiming, this Ava Louise chick is claiming that Blac Chyna said explicitly that all of the stories about me kidnapping people are true.
I couldn't unlock the gate and get out. This is the only photo I have from inside Chyna's house. It was in her guest house, like a sign.
Let's read this. This is in Chyna's pool house, guest house, something like that. It says, please be mindful and respectful of Chyna's beautiful guest house. This is not a hotel. Clean up after yourself. Don't leave wet towels on the floor, okay? There ain't no maid service. Y'all know how y'all at the hotel and you leave the towels under the sink so that when room service or the maid service comes, they just replace them. Yeah, no, bitch. This ain't that. Take your shit to the laundry room. It says, leave used towels in main house located in laundry room. Please turn off the lights when done. Do not light candles ever. We don't have time to file an insurance claim because you wanted to start a fire. Please throw away trash and food at all times. The trash is located outside. Clean up after yourself after smoking and don't have your ashes all over the place. It says, ask Chyna in advance before bringing people to her house. She says, please do not turn on the AC unless instructed by Chyna. And please ask about going live before going live on social media. Y'all, this is weird. This is weird. This lady, this OnlyFans content adult creator is basically saying that she reached out to Blac Chyna to collab. Blac Chyna obliged her. They met up at 4 a.m., which was kind of creepy. But then again, I don't really know how the adult industry works. Is it normal for people to meet up at 4 a.m.? I guess if you're doing amateur content, you know, you have to get it in at any time whenever you feel like it. But you know, I feel like when it comes to professional porn, they do it within, I don't know, business hours, unless it's like an actual movie where the scene takes place at night. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know a lot about that. Y'all know I don't watch that stuff. So yes, that was the first red flag. Showing up to her house at 4 a.m., being invited at 4 a.m. and showing up way past business hours. And then she says, yeah, all of the stories about me kidnapping are true. Allegedly. Okay, this is according to Ava Louise, allegedly. Allegedly, Chyna said all of the stories about me kidnapping the folks are true. And then I think in this first part, she claims that Chyna downed an entire bottle of Casamigos.
My phone was on 3% and she wouldn't let me charge it, so there was really nothing I could do. I was really screwed. For 6 hours, Chyna held me hostage. She drank an entire bottle of Casamigos in front of me. She wouldn't let me be alone. Every time she had to use the bathroom, she would make me go into the bathroom with her. She took shits in front of me. She forced me to take a wet towel and wipe off all of my makeup. She was doing weird things all night, like comparing our hand sizes and trying on my shoes. She kept telling me that I had to stay until 10 a.m. because that's when Dream was going to be out of the home. And she was going to go crazy on me at 10 a.m. She kept saying things like that. I really didn't know what was going on. She kept saying things like, I'll be honest with you about what's going on here once you're honest with me. At about 9:45 a.m., Chyna FaceTimed some woman named Donna, who told me she was in the escorting industry on FaceTime, and told me that I was good product. Chyna and her were going back and forth about me. They were under the impression that I was transgender. I am a cisgender female. I don't know how Chyna got that impression. I started texting my friends. I was freaking out.
So Chyna is drunk. She's acting strange. She's saying that the stories about me kidnapping the folks are true. She's downing the entire bottle of Casamigos Reposado, child. And then what happens after that? She ends up calling this woman, like she's basically saying, no, you can't go nowhere. To the guest house you go, bitch. And then, then all of a sudden this Ava lady is claiming that Blac Chyna called a woman named Donna. Okay, Donna says that she's in the escorting business, according to Ava. And then I guess according to Blac Chyna, she feels as though, or according to Ava, Blac Chyna feels as though this Ava lady is trans. And so she's telling the escorter, I have a trans girl. And whatchamacallit, Ava is trying to convince Blac Chyna that no, I'm cisgender. I'm a cisgendered woman. I'm not trans. But Blac Chyna is saying, stop lying to me. You're trans, sis. What the fuck is going on? This is weird. This is weird. I'm sick into my stomach if this is true. Allegedly. Okay, let me play this second part. Here we go.
Part 2 of Blac Chyna holding me hostage and sex trafficking me. Now, a lot of people want to say, oh, Ava, you make up so much stuff. You're lying. I've never made up anything except for the Jeffree Kanye rumor, and that.
So as you guys can see, this is her location. Her friend had her location, and it looks like she was at Blac Chyna's house. Now, young girl says, Miss Ava says that a lot of people are doubting her story under the TikTok comments. Like, oh, aren't you the same person? Let me get on camera. Aren't you the same person that made up the whole thing about, I think, Jeffree Stars and Kanye West, if I'm not mistaken? Let me back it up.
I've never made up anything except for the Jeffree Kanye rumor, and that happened 2 years ago, and that was a total joke. And that whole joke kind of gave me such a big platform that I'm able to meet people like Blac Chyna now.
So Ava, are you a liar? Ava, are you a liar? Are you lying to us? Don't be lying to us. Don't be lying to us. But y'all, this story sounds so believable. I don't know. Listen.
Now, but I would never lie about something like this serious. And if you don't believe me, this is a screenshot of my location that my friend took while I was in Chyna's house. If her address is Googleable, I'm sure you can compare this.
Okay, so that's exactly what the hell we gonna do. We gonna find out, is that Blac Chyna's house? Blac Chyna, what your house look like? Blac Chyna house, because I want to know. How can we find if it's Googleable? Okay, this is an overhead look. I think that's the same house, but then again, this could be photoshopped. Ava's a known liar, so we don't really know. Save image as. Save to downloads. Ava, are you lying to us, sis? Or is Blac Chyna really an alleged sex trafficker? Is this the same house? Wait a minute. I don't know. It does look like it. That look like the same car. the same car, it seems like the location pinpoint is where it looks like a car is over there. It looks like a white car with like a sunroof. In this picture on the left, there's a white car with a sunroof. So similar car maybe. I don't really know. I don't know, Ava. I don't know. This is Blac Chyna's house. Or maybe that's the guest house. Oh. I don't know. It looks similar, but I'm not sure. Okay, y'all be the judge. Y'all know I'm not an investigative journalist. Yeah. Oh, wait, that is Blac Chyna's house. Now I see it. I see it now. Okay, I'm a little slow. I see it now. I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place, but I see it now. And this is live. I did not research this before I got on here. I really didn't do a lot of due diligence. Okay, don't fight me. I see it now because I only screenshot a portion of it. But this is, okay, so this is the main house and that's the guest house. So sis was at the guest house behind here, and then the main house is right behind her head in the TikTok. So now I see it. Okay. The geography, the concept of the geography went way over my head, but now I see it. Okay. The main house and the guest house. So it looks like her location was at the guest house. Okay. I see it now. I see it. Okay. Fast forward to now she's claiming that she would never make up. Okay, she made up the stuff about the Wyoming rendezvous. Okay, the gay fan fiction when it came to Kanye West and Jeffree Stars. I'm assuming that's what the people is talking about. But she would never make up anything as serious as, you know, Blac Chyna holding her hostage. All right, so let's watch.
So this FaceTime in front of me, Donna wasn't happy about this, and Donna was like, well, is she trans? Like, asking. That's when the phone was handed to me, and Donna was like, well, I'm just going to ask you myself, are you trans? I told her, no, I'm cisgender. I can prove it. I'm literally on my period right now. Like, what do I have to do to tell you I'm not trans? She, for some reason, wasn't buying it. She's like, I trust my cis China. She says you are. And then we were all going back and forth. My phone's at like 2% at this point. I didn't know what to do, and Donna said she was going to come after 10 a.m. when Dream was out of the house, and she was...
What? Number one, what is the fascination with Blac Chyna wanting to know if this woman is trans or not? Like, when you sex traffic folk, are trans people more valuable? Like, that's where my mind goes. Like, what in the hell is going on? And then Donna is saying that we're going to keep you until 10 a.m. because we got to take Dream to school. And I'm like, so Dream was in this house all this time? But y'all, this is where the story gets a little bit weird. And it's hard in my brain to figure out if I believe this girl or not. Because just watch. She's
gonna come check me out herself. So I knew I was screwed. My phone's about to die. I didn't know what to do. I texted my friends and let them know, like, what was happening. And I frantically texted the guy I was...
So she texted the guy she was hanging out with or living with while in LA, said, I'm being held hostage by Blac Chyna. Then the boy says, wait, what? LOL. She says, yes, she's drunk as F. At 9 a.m., it was 9 a.m. in the morning. Remember, she couldn't leave till 10. So at this point, she's been at this girl's house from 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 5 hours. Y'all know I can't do math. I got to count. All right. At 9 a.m., she says, can you come save me? I'm dead ass. I'm getting sex trafficked or something. And then he says, okay, where? Blac Chyna's house, stupid. Okay, let's continue.
Staying with in LA, being like, I need you to save me. The times on these screenshots are a little different than like the timeline I'm giving you guys because this happened while I was in LA and I was on LA time and I just took these screenshots and I'm in New Jersey, so it's New Jersey time. But so I had texted the guy I was staying with this, and my phone was probably on 2% at this point. I'm frozen in fear. Chyna's going back and forth with this Donna woman about how much I'm worth and, like, if I'm trans or not, and they were arguing, and I didn't know what to do. The guy I was staying with immediately called me, and he's like, run. Chyna's grabbing at my phone. I'm staying on the phone with him. I know my phone's about to die, and I ran. I ran out of the house, and I ran to the gate, and I hopped over the gate, through threw myself over that gate with everything left in me, and I ran down the street and I hid behind a bush. And then the guy I was staying with was able to help me, like, get home.
All right. So she basically escapes. Okay. So here's my thing. Two things, right? Two details that I find to be really interesting. One, she says Dream was in the house sleeping and she couldn't leave until after 10 a.m. because something about Dream going to school or pre-K, something like that, right? So that was the first thing that I was like, we do know that Dream only stays with Blac Chyna 1 or 2 days out the week, and the rest of the week she is with the father. So I'm like, okay, what are the odds that on this particular day, if that's true, let's just assume that information is true, that Dream is with Blac Chyna for 1 time a week. If that's true, what are the odds that the day Miss Ava goes to Blac Chyna's house is the day that Dream is there? If Dream is there 1 day a week, the odds are not that likely. That's a 1 in a 7 shot chance. Y'all get me? Okay, y'all following? But then, I don't know if you guys heard this part, but there was a moment in one of these TikToks where she was so drunk and she was gallivanting around the house and she had Nickelback music videos playing in the background. Who is that? Wait a minute. Let me Google. Who is Nickelback? That's a rock band, right? Nickelback. Nickelback. This a whole rock band, y'all. Nickelback is a whole rock band. So Blac Chyna was allegedly getting drunk off Casamigos on the phone with Donna, talking about this girl is good product and she's trans, while Nickelback is playing in the background. And so the Nickelback detail was very pertinent in my opinion, because I felt as though she was telling the truth. Because I wouldn't take Blac Chyna as a woman who's just sitting around getting drunk off tequila listening to Nickelback. That was a very obscure detail that I feel like would only be added into the story if it was true. Anyways, I just had to come on here and share that with you guys. I thought that was very interesting. I kind of feel like, where is the criminal investigation when it comes to Chyna? Where's the police? She says that she like shoved Chyna off, I guess grabbed her phone. I'm not really sure. I don't know if this woman is lying, but she said she escaped, hopped over the gate, and then hid behind a bush. And then I guess the guy came and rescued her, or she ran down the street. I don't really know what was going on. I would have been knocking on the neighbor's door. Call 911, call 911. Like, did you go to the police? I'm spitting all over the place. Did you go to the police? We need to know. We want to know. Like, what's the tea? Where's the criminal investigation for when she held the other girl hostage in the Grand Sheraton in Sacramento, California? What happened to that? All right, moving right along. Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins. I'm going to try to be quick about this because honestly, this breaks my soul. Okay, Beyonce told me, you won't break my soul. And I was right there with her all summer long. All July, August, September, and October. I've been singing, you won't break my soul. But I feel like my soul is kind of breaking just a little bit because I like both of these guys. I really do. And I don't want to disparage either one of them. I feel like Jason Lee, I just, the fact that he was out there talking about I didn't sub you. It was definitely giving gaslighting, because when it came to the pink panties, when it came to the situation where he was like, oh, you want to go live on my night? You know what I mean? I have 4,000 in my chat too. We can get to 5,000 and 6,000 and all of that stuff. I'm like, okay, clearly you're talking about Armon Wiggins. So when Jason Lee got up on his live last Tuesday night and was like, I didn't sub anyone and I didn't mention anyone, and but a hit dog will holla. He didn't exactly say that, but I mean, that was basically the point. Like, I never added you. So the fact that you're responding to these quote unquote subs, you're just exposing yourself. And so I just kind of felt like it was a little bit of gaslighting going on, because it's like, Jason, right? It's kind of like you threw a rock And now that Armon is really coming full force, it's like now you hiding your hands. Like, oh my God, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Like, why is he doing this? Why is he talking about me? I'm for the culture. That's why people support me. And it's like, no, 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 no. There is a conversation happening, specifically on Sherelle's world, where Sherelle's whole thing is, I watched the whole live. Sherelle's whole thing is Armand was acting foolish, and she said that it was nothing but, his live was nothing but a whole bunch of buffoonery, and it makes Black people look bad, and we need to learn how to work together, and we need to do this, that, and the third. You should have handled it privately. And honestly, personally, for me, if I was in Armand's shoes, I would not have gone to YouTube and like aired it out the way he did. Right? Maybe I would have went to YouTube. If somebody would have asked me, do you have an issue with Jason Lee? Like, what's the issue? Like, if I was just so happen to be on live, I would be like, yeah, you know, it's some weird stuff going on. And he did, like, if I wanted to tell the story, I would tell it in a more, you know, calm way. But that's just my personality, right? I'm not going to get online and like have a book. First off, I'm not going to be sipping liquor. I can't sip liquor on live no more. Can't do that no more. Okay, so I'm not going to be on the computers. I'm not going to be sipping liquor. I'm the sort of drunk where when I start drinking, you know I'm drunk. When I start smoking, you know I'm high. Okay, my eyes get like this. I start slurring my words. I start over talking. I start acting weird as hell. Substances, you know, and getting on camera do not mix well for me. So personally, would I be on there with a glass of tequila and burning up books from Barnes and Nobles with the whole gagging sweatshirt and the whole bombs and the twerking and the music and all of that stuff, airing out all the dirty laundry with the text messages? No, I would not have done that. However, at the same damn time, that's what Armand gives. That's Armand's content. That's kind of like his brand. It's very like over the top. It's very like, we have the receipts. It's very like, if you try me, if you ask, okay, I'm going to give what you asked for. Right? It's a situation where it's kind of like, don't come for me unless I send for you. And when you come for me and I don't send for you and I come for you back, it is what it is. And so I feel like I wish Jason I wish he would have been forthcoming with the information. I wish he would have been more forthcoming with the story. I'm a little bit disappointed in the fact that, you know, I feel like, yeah, there are both sides to the situation. And Armand sees his side. And, you know, he had a lot of valid points. And I kind of feel like Jason Lee just kind of skimmed over his side. And his whole thing is, I'm not going to beef with a YouTuber. I'm not going to beef and fight online. I'm for the culture. I'm not about doing this for clicks and views. And, you know, whether that's true or not, you know, is up to y'all. But my whole thing is like, I'm a little bit frustrated in the sense that you did sub this man and now you acting like, did I do that? And it's like, yeah, you did do that. You did do that. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I think y'all gonna be upset with me. But I think the honest to God truth is, I fuck with both of them. I don't want this infighting. Okay, so one clip that I did want to show you guys is Jason Lee is getting his attorneys involved. He basically says that he's going to have his attorneys look at Armon Wiggins live and they're going to go from there. And I found this to be some tea.
I'm not going to go watch what's being said. I'll have my attorney do that. If there's a problem, we'll deal with it. I don't have the time.
Uh-oh, not the lawyers getting involved. So I'm going to go ahead and log off. Make sure you guys let me know how you guys feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.